In today's video, I am giving you permission to be seen. And if you're starting YouTube, this might be the most important thing you need to hear. In my first video, I filmed literally 2 days before I hit monetization. And in my last video, I talked a little bit about planning your niche and kind of what you want to do and how to approach using YouTube. But today, I want to get you to actually press play and get in front of the camera and start making those videos. So yeah, it's been about a week since I've had monetization, which is exciting for me because that's kind of my next step. I got 1,000 followers in my first 3 months on YouTube, and I hit monetization after about 8 months. And I know this is actually just the beginning of my journey. So if you think you want to like make this happen fast, I'm going to let you know that that was fast. And that was about a year to get to monetization. 8 months. Okay. So remember, this is a long haul sort of situation if you're interested in doing it. It's not about spikes. It's not about virality. It's about creating something that will sustain you and will sustain an audience. And although I've got about $30 sitting in my bank right now from my monetization over my week and a half, it's not life-changing money, but you know what it is? It's proof that it works if you keep showing up. And more importantly, it's proof that you don't have to be perfect to move forward. So I want to talk about something that stops a lot of people from actually making that first YouTube video. Why there's so many people that I've met who've been like, oh yeah, I kind of want to do it, but like, I don't know, there's no room for me, or I don't know, I feel weird. That's everybody's excuse. The feeling that being on camera is cringe, or it's embarrassing, or it's wrong to want to be on camera and speak. For a lot of us, that feeling didn't just start with YouTube. It started way earlier when we were kids. One thing that's really stood out to me is when you really weren't seen by your parents, or when your interests as a child were kind of ignored, is who you truly were felt like you were not seen by your parents. That puts a lot of us in positions where we feel the need to be seen later on in life. When you're told who you're supposed to be instead of being allowed to be who you are, it can create some tension in your mind. So if you grew up feeling unseen or unheard, if that resonates with you at all, it might be an indicator that you are on the right path by wanting to be seen now. A lot of creators aren't trying to be special, and they aren't just going on and just being themselves. They're trying to serve their audience. And they're trying to use a voice that maybe they didn't feel that they were allowed to use earlier on. Something that really helped me was reframing what it means to be on camera. No matter what kind of videos you're making, whether it's tutorials or informational videos, blogs, entertainment, you are still serving an audience. You're giving them information, you're giving them connection, you're giving them a relief, maybe a break from their day. Maybe during all of this crazy shit that's going on in the world right now, it feels good to just have somebody talk. I remember when I watched that Jim Carrey documentary about how he was speaking about acting and how performing was not about ego. It was about giving something to the audience. And that kind of mindset can change everything. Here's the part most people skip. Before you even press record, you have to start thinking about your identity differently. You have to stop apologizing for wanting to take up space. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop asking for permission. Confidence never comes before the action, and that is so key. You're not going to build yourself up and then finally be able to turn the camera on. You have to just turn the camera on. And let me be clear about something else that I mentioned before. Your first videos are not for anyone else. They always say that at least the first 10 videos are your lesson, your learning, you're getting comfortable. Your first videos are not going to be good, but that's okay. They're supposed to not be good. You learn how your voice sounds, how your face moves, how to explain things properly. And I think about that all the time, about when I first started filming my videos, how awkward it was and how much more comfortable I feel now, and how much easier it is to speak to the camera. But in the beginning, everything felt awkward. Every video felt like, why am I doing this? Especially when you're speaking to like a non-existent audience. And in fact, as I'm creating this second channel right now, I'm getting no views. I've only put up 3 videos, or once this one's up, and I'm just trying to consistently do it once a week. I'm not reaching for subscribers. What I'm doing is documenting this story so that once I am able to say, hey, look at this reality I have created on this other YouTube channel, you can do that too. And not only do I have videos to tell you how, you can go through the whole experience with me. because this is part of the journey. A lot of YouTube tutorials out there are people who've already been there, already made it, already have like a 6-figure business. And yeah, that's inspiring. But you know what else is inspiring? Watching somebody get there. So that is what this channel is going to be for. And that is why video number 3 is going to have 0 views on it when I put it out there. But you know what? I'm putting it out there anyway. So if you're stuck because you're afraid of being seen, you're afraid to push play, let this be your permission to press record. Let it be awkward. Let it be imperfect. That is step number 1, and you will get nowhere without it. And to be honest, you're doing something that most people don't have the fucking courage to do. So if somebody side-eyes you for it, it might not just be because they think you're a narcissist. It might also be because they don't have the nerve to do this kind of thing. So I just kind of wanted to just do a little quick video about that confidence. I'm thinking in my next video, maybe we'll dive into a little bit about how to script a good script. But most importantly, get comfortable on camera. Just turn it on, post a YouTube video, literally record in your car. I seriously make these videos in my car because it's not about perfection. It's about storytelling. It's about connecting, and it's about creating something that feels good. So thank you again so much for watching. When you do, down the line. And yeah, I'm excited to make this channel happen, and I'm excited to make your channel happen too.